Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I'm Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to bring you Rambo First Blood Part 2 4K review. But before we do, if you like 4K videos, home theater, movies in general and whatnot, please check out my other videos on my channel and like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. So we're going to talk about Rambo First Blood Part 2. We have Sylvester Stallone, Richard Crenna, and Charles Napier. Directed by George P. Cosmatos. I probably fucked that up, oh well. And interesting, the screenplay was actually co-written with James Cameron. That's kind of interesting. Something I think I remember hearing about that a long time, years ago, and I kind of forgot about it. Music score was done by Jerry Goldsmith. The movie starts up a few years after the events of First Blood. John Rambo's doing time. He's actually working in a stone quarry. Colonel Troutman comes to him with a mission, asks him what he wants to be involved with, and get him out of there for a little bit. And he was like, oh hell yeah, might as well. The mission has to do if they wanted to go in and document supposed POWs that are still being held in Vietnam. If they want to document that with taking pictures, take that to the government and then approve a mission to go rescue. And by all means, Rambo is told not to do anything except photograph. Yeah, Rambo taking pictures on a camera. I see that going over real well. Which happened. He doesn't do it. Doesn't follow orders. But it is a good movie. It's my least favorite of the Rambo franchise. It's still good. I still like, throughout the whole franchise, we see Rambo as a loner. He's got the mystique where, he doesn't have a background, where so many movies nowadays, filmmakers feel like they have to tell you the whole backstory of a character. That's where I like Rambo. We don't get that. We wonder, what his background is. At this point, all we know is he went to Nam and he's a killing machine. That's all we know. We don't know anything about a family, no love interest or anything like that. So I kind of like that aspect. We just get to see what his character is, and they continue it on. But it was a good movie. Had some really good action, but again, not my overall, my least favorite of the franchise. But like the first one, has a good section in there where he's killing, well, of course, the first one he didn't kill the people, but, took them out one by one. And here we got a section in here where he kills the enemy one by one, so it's really cool. We get that hunting aspect of it. Now, about the 4K release, this came from Lionsgate in 2018. It was originally filmed on 35mm, and I have found no information about a 4K digital intermediate. It was sourced from 4K scans of the original negatives Lionsgate used. Finished with HDR10, no Dolby Vision. And for the video, it was fairly decent. Had really good depth, the grain structure. Had some pops of color. And the night scenes definitely looked really good. Better, everything more noticeable. In that jungle scene where he's killing off the enemy one by one, there's a lot of rain, so you can see a lot of rain textures in that scene. So very well done on a 4K, very impressive. Overall, a very good uptick over the Blu-rays. Unfortunately, my comparison pics are with the Blu-ray that's included with this. I don't know if it's the original Blu-rays that were ported over, or they actually transferred these new scans onto the Blu-ray. That I'm not sure of. But my shots are of the Blu-ray that's in here. Now for audio, we got a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which was pretty much the same as the Blu-rays. The audio track, it was pretty powerful along the front soundstage. You know, the surrounds, not a lot, just a lot of, some ambience here and there, nothing spectacular. You know, some of these old action movies, like I think I've mentioned before, they don't translate well to remixing. Also, you know, the music, the surrounds, you know, the music definitely kicks in, and Jerry Goldsmith's score really sounds excellent on this. But overall, a good solid track. You know, the clear dialogues, everything is, you could hear, you know, when needed, the explosions, everything kicks ass. And for the packaging, pretty much standard case. I don't remember if it came with a slip case or not. Both the Blu-ray disc and the 4K disc has artwork on both of them. Also came with a digital code. Now for bonus features, we have Rambo Takes the 80s, Part 2. We Get to Win This Time. Action in the Jungle. The Last American POW. Sean Baker, Fulfilling a Dream. Interview with Sylvester Stallone. Interview with Richard Crenna. Behind the Scenes. How to Become Rambo, Part 2. And also have audio commentary with director George P. Cosmatos. So overall, another good solid release from Lionsgate. Definitely recommend if you don't have it yet. And if you like Rambo, definitely add it to your collection. You can actually get this on Amazon now for $13.99. So that's a pretty good deal. They do have steelbooks available. I don't know if they're individual or just a set, but they are available. Very pricey though, if you can find them. I'm not a steelbook collector, so I just got to spend as little as I could and got the standard release. So that pretty much wraps it up for the First Blood Part 2. I hope you enjoy it. Please check out my other videos on my channel. Like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. We'll see you again. Geek out.